Alright, so today we are going to do a sample Perfectback bound book with the Fastback 20. We're going to start with a sample of a packet that the customer has sent us, and they want it to be a full wraparound cover. The materials we're going to need is the sample from the customer. We're going to need a full 11 by 17 or a little bit larger cover to make up for the spine width, and we are actually going to score that cover to get us that full wraparound look. And then the only other thing that we will need today is a temperature activated Perfectback strip. So what we are going to do is we are going to take the block, we're going to bring it over to the machine. On the display it will have the bind and be ready to go. We are going to put this in with the cover facing outward and all the way over to the left, just like on the 15XS. We are going to hit the bind button. It's going to determine what size strip we need. We're going to take a narrow temperature activated Perfectback strip. We are going to feed that into the machine. The machine will adjust for the temperature and it automatically start binding with the temperature activated strip. This takes about 30 seconds. Once the book block is bound, it will say put in the cooling rack. We are going to place it up here for about a minute and let that cool. What we are going to do with the covers then is we're going to get our cover ready. This one I have pre-done, but if you have any kind of scoring machine, this particular scoring machine is our Powis Parker scoring machine. Very simple, basic to use. I've got it set for 11 by 17 cover with a little bit of an extra ½ inch in there for the spine size. This machine is very simple. It's just going to mark the page for me. I'm going to pull it out, and as you can see, we've got two lines running all the way down the spine of the book. Can't get it. See if that gets in there. A little hard to see on camera, but there are two lines down the edge of the spine here, and that will be the spine of the book. Now that our strip has fully cooled in the cooling rack, we are going to remove the release liner backing, which will expose the glue on the other side of the strip. Should come off very cleanly. So then, as you can see, there is a strip of glue that is binding the book block together that runs down both sides. We're going to take our done cover here. We're going to slide right into the very back part of the spine, and we are going to make sure we're nice and even. The covers are wrapped around. You see the full wrap look, and we are going to drop this back down into the machine. Before we drop it into the machine, on the selector button here, we're going to hit the down button, and there's an option for TA cover, which is temperature activated cover. We're going to hit the start button on that. The machine is going to grab the documents. We're going to make sure it's all the way over to the left again. Everything is even with the cover. And we are going to hit the bind button one more time. That's going to take it. It will bind and heat the glue on the other side that we took the release paper off of. Takes about another 20 seconds. It's going to tell you to tap the book down on the screen here, and you're going to hit that bind button one more time. And it's going to finish the process about 15-20 seconds, and again it will tell us to remove it from the rack and put it on the cooling rack. And about 1 to 3 minutes of cooling time, and the book will be completely bound. And then, as you can see, it tells us to take it out, and we have a perfect bound book, no spines showing, and completely crimped on the edge to keep it in. Now, on your covers, the front cover that I scored, this would actually be what you would print your documents on. So you would print it on an 11 by 17, a little bit larger for the spine that you would need, and then you would just have that full wraparound cover. No spine showing, very clean looking, very professional. I have a few other samples of ways that you can bind with the Fastback. The two samples at the top here are just a basic general Fastback bound book. All it has is the strip that binds the book or the block of pages, and that's really all it is the strip. This is a composition smooth strip. This one here is more of a linen material. It's got a little bit of a texture. Same kind of strip though, just wraps around the spine. And then these two books at the bottom would be your perfect bound books. Now keep in mind, again, these covers that you sent me for your samples would be what would be printed on the front part of these covers that I bound the books with. So that way you've got that perfect back bound, clean, professional looking document. And that is all there is to it, to binding a perfect back book with your Fastback.